Stop complaining and comparing what we don't have, because when we focus on what we don't have, we don't see that literally magnifies negativity in our life. Hello, beautifuls. My name is Giselle, co-host of the Strong Sunflowers podcast and founder of G is for Growth. And today we're going to talk about simple ways that we can add more joy into our life. If you are new around here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. You hit that like button, that notification button. We talk all about growth over here. But I want to bring these little tips for you guys because the year just started, baby. And I just want to make sure that we are sprinkling joy into our life, because happiness is one thing, but joy, like pure joy, like no one can take that from you. So tip number one that I have for you guys is focusing on the smaller stuff. I feel like so many of the times we focus on the big things that bring us joy, right? Or happiness. Like for me is traveling. Oh my gosh. Like I make sure I sprinkle traveling all throughout the year. Like every 3 months, I need to be going somewhere. I need to be bouncing that ass somewhere, okay? And for the longest time, that was a big part that brings me joy. And it still is a big part that brings me joy. But especially, I started this last year, I've been trying to bring joy into my everyday life. Like, I don't wanna wait till like this huge event. You know, you go on vacation, whether it's a week, 2 weeks, and then you come back home and then it feels empty and then you're like dreading it and then you're just wanting to be on vacation again, you know? Not a healthy addiction. Not a healthy addiction, even though it sounds fun though. But no, not healthy. We want to be able to enjoy our lives every single day. We're alive, baby. We are alive. I want to be bringing joy into my life. I want to be sprinkling things that I love to do, whether it's reading, whether it's doing YouTube, whether it's creating content, whether it's talking to my friends, hanging out, going on a solo date, going on a friend date, having a movie night at my house. Any of those things that bring me joy, that I'm with the people that I love, like I want to do more of that. Tip number 2 that I have for you guys to have more joy in your life, making sure that gratitude is number 1 and centered in your life. We need to be having gratitude. We need to be being grateful for what we have and stop complaining and comparing what we don't have. Because when we focus on what we don't have, we don't see that literally magnifies negativity in our life. Like we literally start seeing the negative in everything. Like it really trickles down to everything. Our mindset is so important. Like it really trickles down to everything. When we're grateful, we start to see and find more things to be grateful for. If we are in that negative mindset, we literally start to see things to complain about in our everyday life, in our jobs, in our relationships. And we don't want that. We want more joy. We want more positivity to come our way. So making sure that we are grateful is a really good step. And speaking of being grateful, make sure that we find the silver lining. That's another tip for you guys. Find the silver lining, because sometimes, yes, we're being grateful, but sometimes life can get real shitty. Life can get real shitty, baby. And we're like, okay, like what was the reason, baby? What is the reason for this, Lord? Please, Lord, tell me. What was the reason? So finding the silver lining of a shitty situation and being like, okay, this is what I learned from it. This is what I can learn from it. Well, at least we have this, you know, like trying to find, like, even if you have to peel it back, finding the positive in a situation, the silver lining, will just change the perspective. And again, you can fall back into gratitude and being like, well, I'm thankful this happened because then X, Y, and Z wouldn't have happened if this wouldn't have happened. So making sure that we have silver linings even in the shitty parts of our life. And the last tip that I have for you guys to bring more joy into your life is have a life with intention. Making sure that you're waking up each day with a plan, with a mission, with intent to execute whatever you're trying to execute, whether it is to create content on YouTube, whether it's I want to make more money today, whether it is I want to be the best mom that I can be. Whatever your reason is, make sure you wake up with intent and an intent to execute, because a lot of the times we're just, you know, we're just living life. We're just here. We're just floating. We're just going with the flow. And I love going with the flow, don't get me wrong, but sometimes the flow needs some structure, you know. The flow is not just randomly flowing here. The river, it's in the river. The water's in the river, you know. We need the water to be where it needs to be. And then we can flow and go you know? So I love you guys. I hope these tips help you bring more joy into your life. And comment below if you already do any of these tips or what else brings you joy in your life. I love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.